Hi everyone, Ron here from L.T.L Tutoring Central, and this Friday I'm talking about spelling, particularly improving your spelling. I've had some students ask me how they can improve their spelling. They're fairly confident in speaking in the English language, but they're not as confident in spelling the words out. They have a wide variety when speaking, but not when spelling. So in this video I'm going to give you a few general tips on things you can do to improve your spelling. And then underneath the video, I'm going to give a link to some rules for spelling. Now, in English, we break all of the rules. Both the rules are not always perfect, but they will help you in probably at least 80% of the words that you want to spell. It will really increase and improve your spelling if you keep practicing. But in the video, I want to talk about a few general things you can do. And the first one is use a dictionary. When you're reading and you find words that you're not sure of, always look them up and you can practice spelling those words yourself. And when you're writing and you're unsure of a word, always use a dictionary to help you with the spelling. You only need to know the first couple or few letters usually to find the word. You can use a book dictionary like the ones behind me, old school, or you can use online dictionaries. There's lots of them, and they'll usually find the word for you even if you misspell it a bit as you're typing it in. So that can also be very useful. But looking up the words frequently if necessary, and then practicing with those words. So try writing some sentences in context. Using the words in context will help you to remember them longer. When you first look it up and you read the word and you read the definitions, I'm crooked here, you think you'll remember, but you really remember better if you're using the word. It's the same with when you're speaking. Just learning a list of words does not work as well as speaking to someone and using the words in proper sentences. Writing is the same idea. Using the words in context will help you remember them much longer. Something else you can do is make your own personal dictionary. And it doesn't have to be fancy. You can just grab a scribbler or some loose leaf paper even, and every few pages do an A, B, C, D. Make your own little list, and then under each letter put the words that keep giving you difficulty, words that you've been misspelling over and over again. And this can really help you. And you can put some, which way am I going here? Some examples. I am getting some new glasses, so I'm hoping this will solve that problem. You can put some example sentences right in your personal dictionary, or you can just make the dictionary and then write some sentences as practice separately. But again, using the words in context, or if you write little stories, you can try using some of your new words as well. It will really help you remember them much longer. Another method you can use is breaking words into syllables. So, for example, environment. If you break it into syllables, it's easier to hear the spelling, environment. And then in this way, you're more likely to spell the word correctly and not confuse the words. Sometimes when we speak quickly, we don't always pronounce the word correctly. Now, having said that, I'm also going to say you can mispronounce words to help with spelling sometimes as well. With environment, it's very clear if you sound it out slowly in syllables how to spell it. But a word like station, for example, S-T-A-T-I-O-N, that's not so clear, especially the ending shun. And you learn fairly quickly that there are lots of words with that T-I-O-N ending. But just as an example, you could pronounce it station, just for spelling purposes. Don't use it when you're talking to someone. They won't know what you're talking about. But station indicates exactly the spelling of the word. So when I'm spelling it, if I'm not sure and I think, oh yes, I want to spell station, how is it? Well, yes, station, I can spell it out. And I haven't found students mispronouncing these words when they're speaking, even though they've been using mispronunciations for spelling. And sometimes it's fun because you come up with some really strange sounding words, and that helps you too, because humor or silly things often stick in our memories much longer than just trying to learn a long, boring list. Just trying to go list by list by list you seem to forget the words just as quickly as you learn them. You can memorize them for a very short period of time. It doesn't really last. It doesn't really stay with you. So using some of these other methods, writing sentences using the words in context, mispronouncing them or pronouncing them if they have more common spellings, pronouncing the syllables slowly can help you. And having a little bit of fun with it doesn't hurt either, because it will help with your memory. The other point is read a lot. Reading can be really helpful because you're accessing the language all the time. It helps for speaking as well. However, I just want to make a note here. Do something with the words. Just reading. I have students who are excellent readers, but their spelling is not improving. And that's because they're not using it. They're not writing. And in order to improve your spelling, generally I think you really do need to be writing. Just reading alone and speaking, it doesn't help with the spelling very much. So you really do need to spell. In order to improve your reading, you need to read. In order to improve your writing, you need to write. In order to improve your spelling, you need to spell. In order to improve your speaking, you need to speak. And it really is as simple as that, and also as complicated as that. You can't just do one or two and expect the others to improve automatically. They will a little, but they won't specifically. And spelling is quite different than just reading or speaking. So it does take a bit of practice. That's the other point I should make here. Now, underneath the video, I'm going to give a link to some rules for spelling in English, and this will help you conquer most of the words in the English language. There are always exceptions, and we also borrow words from other languages, so sometimes they don't follow the English rules. However, there are a lot of words that do, so that will really help you. You can print it off, or you can just look at it on screen, and you can incorporate that into your practicing of English spelling as well. So also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video. You can make a comment or ask a question. I always get back to questions as soon as I can. Check out the website as well, www.tutoringcentral.com. And there are some courses and lessons there. There are so many rules and so many exceptions to the rules in terms of spelling. It's a little difficult to make a video on all of those, but I may in the future do something more with that. But it may actually end up being a course as well, because there's so much to talk about. So have a great day. Continue to read and write and practice your spelling. I'm sure you're going to improve. Again, it's Ron from L.T.L Tutoring Central, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.